just gonna quickly show how I go about the remapping for Unbuffered on the Switch 2. It honestly makes the trick insanely easy. So you want to get rid of the ability to move left and right, so I'm just gonna assign them to something that I'll like never touch. So I'm gonna choose D-pad down. I never ever use D-pad down, like anything. That's the first thing you do, and then you want to pick any button that you want to mash, and then so I'm gonna choose B, and you want to assign it to either up or down. I'm gonna choose up, just for my preference. So just to summarize, I got rid of the ability to move left or right, and then I assigned B to be up. So every time I press B, I will go up. And if you hold both down and the B, like down on the stick and then B, you'll be holding both up and down at the same time, and you'll just be neutral, which is bad. However, if you hold ESS and then in the opposite direction of the button you map to be the direction, you actually do override it with the B press. So what this will do is you can just hold ESS down, like so, and every time you press B, you'll auto 180, and every time you let go of B, you'll auto 180 back. So all you have to do is mash the button, as long as you hold ESS. And what the getting the left and right does is basically, you can just pretty much hold pretty much down left or down right to hold ESS, because you don't have left or right, and you can just mash the button. And gain speed like crazy. That's pretty much it. I'm not gonna go to full up charge because I'm not really warmed up on my mashing. But yeah, that's it. And I'll quickly show how I hold the controller when I do this. So how I go about gripping the controller for this, how do I go in the camera? There you go. Oh god, this is so awkward. It's weird. Okay, so what I do is I claw grip with my left hand. I put my index finger to hold down right, and then I bring my thumb over to hover B, and then I just double thumb mash like this. I can't really mash with my form right here by showing the camera, but like this is how I hold it. And then I bring my controller close to myself like I usually do for mashing, and then you can just double thumb mash and then it works. And it's like pretty easy to get an upcharge. And then the last thing is, there's kind of another way to go about it if you don't like that. It's a little bit harder, I'd say, but it's another option, is you do the same thing I just mentioned, but you decide to not actually get rid of your ability to move left and right. Just like keep it what they were. And in this case, everything's the same, but you just have to literally just hold ESS down, which might be easier. But I think that the ability to get rid of this and then just hold like full diagonal down left or right makes it a lot easier. But I'll just show this. So you can just, in this case, I'm gripping it the same way as I showed earlier. But I'm just slightly holding ESS down like so. And then I mash like that. And as long as you make sure to keep on holding ESS, you'll gain speed like crazy. It's just that it's hard there because if you drop ESS like at all, you pretty much kill your speed. Yeah, that's how that goes. Now, I'll try to show it off in full to upcharge. I'm not fully warmed up though, but I guess I can give it a shot. There you go, easy peasy. I just did the full upcharge in like barely any time at all, just by mashing. One thing to note that might help is also regarding light L press. There's really just a button on the Switch 2 mapping that is a light L press. So you don't even have to worry about a light L press at all. You just hold the left shoulder button. You can map it to whatever you want, I guess. But yeah, that also makes that easy too.